So in this particular lecture we will see what are the various types of the containers. Container, I discussed in the last lecture, it is a main component of STL or one of the component of STL. Now what is a container first? Container is a way to store data either in the form of primitive or inbuilt types or in the form of user defined types or class objects. So container is actually the class template or the data structure which will store the data. We can see various names of containers like vector, list, deque, queue, stack, set and map. They all can be categorized into some types. So various types of the containers are sequence containers, associative containers and derived containers. So we are going to start with sequence container first. Now the sequence container name itself is self-explanatory, in which all the elements are arranged in a sequence. So it will follow the sequence in which the elements are inserted into the container. There will be one specific element after the another. Under this, vector, list and deque will come. Now first of all, what is vector? Vector is like a dynamic array that can shrink or grow in size as per the requirement. So remember, vector is always dynamic in nature. It is similar to array, but how it is different from array? Array could be static or dynamic. We can allocate memory to array at compile time or at runtime, but vector is by default dynamic array, where size is not a limitation. In case of array, size could be one of the limitation, and so on. Now, one of the biggest advantage of vector is its dynamism or its dynamic size. Apart from this, the other advantage of vector is it offers you very fast random access. The reason is we can use subscript operator to access any element at any time. But if we talk about insertion deletion in the middle or even in the front, it is less effective in that case, although it allows insertion and deletion at back. Now the reason why it offers disadvantage of insertion or deletion in the middle or in the front, the reason is lot of reallocation or repositioning has to be done. All the elements have to be repositioned when insertion or deletion is happening at the front or in the middle. So it can take lot of overhead. Whereas if you insert and delete at the end, there will be no repositioning. Second type of sequence container is list. Now list is like a doubly linked list where there is a collection of nodes and each node will be having two pointers, one pointer for the previous node and the other pointer for the next node, and each node will have some data also, just as we can see here. We have one pointer for the next node, we have one pointer for the previous node. So these nodes are communicating with each other via pointers. Remember, in case of vector, the memory locations are contiguous one after the another, but in case of list, the memory locations may not be contiguous, but the elements are in a sequence. The sequence will be the sequence in which the elements are inserted into the list. But the nodes are communicating with each other with the help of pointers. So vector and list both are sequence containers. Now what is the advantage offered by list? List gives you advantage in terms of insertion, deletion in the middle, in the front or at the back. It will give you more efficiency as compared to vector when insertion and deletion comes. The reason is there will be no repositioning of the nodes or of the elements. Rather, there will be swapping of addresses in the pointers whenever we insert or delete from the middle or from the front. On the other hand, List gives you disadvantage in terms of random access. It will offer you slow random access. The reason is simple, because there is no subscript operator. So take an example. If you want to access 37, you have to traverse 12 and 99, and then only you can traverse 37, because there is no subscript operator available with us, or the symbol that is used with array available with us to access any random element. So there is a disadvantage here. And the next sequence container is DQ. DQ stands for double-ended queue, in which insertion and deletion can happen from both the ends. It is like a combination between stack and queue, where stack follows LIFO and queue follows FIFO. Now we can see how DQ is made. You can see it offers insertion deletion from both the ends. Now let's quickly see what is the difference between array and vector. One of the difference we have already discussed, that vectors are dynamic arrays, whereas arrays could be static or dynamic. The other difference is vector is a concept in C++, not available in C, whereas arrays are built-in language construct and they are present in both C and C++. Size of the arrays are fixed if you are allocating memory at compile time, whereas the vectors are resizable. You can resize the vector at any time. The reason is the vectors are allocated memory from the heap section. Arrays have to be deallocated explicitly. It means if you are allocating memory at runtime, you have to deallocate either with the help of delete or with the help of free function. Otherwise memory leak may happen. But in case of vector, you don't have to worry, because everything will be happening automatically, allocation as well as deallocation. Next difference, when we pass array to a function, we need to pass array name as well as its size. But when we pass vector to a function, you just have to pass the object. Size not need to be passed because it will be taken care by compiler itself. Now when array becomes full and new elements are inserted, no reallocation is done. We need to write the code so that reallocation is done. Whereas in case of vector, when you are going beyond its capacity, reallocation will be done automatically. The next difference is array cannot be copied or assigned directly, whereas vectors can be copied or assigned very easily. The reason is array name itself is a constant pointer, so we cannot assign one address to another constant pointer. Assume there are two arrays, int a1 and a2. We cannot write a2 is equal to a1, because here you are going to modify the address, which is not permissible. Whereas in case of vector, if you have two vectors v1 and v2, you can simply write v2 is equal to v1 is possible. Difference between vector and list we have already seen. One difference was of insertion and deletion, and other difference was of random access. So when insertion deletion comes, you will always prefer list. When random access comes, you will always prefer vector. Now DQ will provide insertion and deletion from both the ends. Even in the middle also it can provide. Now if you want to insert element at the front in case of vector, it will give you bad performance, and good performance is given by DQ. Vector will store elements contiguously, whereas DQ will store list of memory chunks where elements are stored contiguously. So here we are not guaranteeing that the memory locations are contiguous in case of DQ, but it is for sure the elements are stored in a sequence, because it is a sequential container. In case of vector, good performance for addition and deletion of element at the end that we have already discussed, but DQ will give you poor performance for this. So we will prefer DQ in most of the cases where vector cannot give efficient performance. Thank you.